Okay, so I'm a big fan of your work in general.
Okay.
I love the originals. I can't believe it's already been a year, but I feel like when we were here last year, we were talking a lot about how is this show going to be its own thing, and I feel like you guys really accomplished that, really and truly. What was the turning point? What do you think? Like, when did that happen for you?
Julie came up with a lot of really great ideas before we even started the season. When she came up with the idea for what the spin-off episode would be, episode 420 of the Vampire Diaries, she introduced Marcel, she introduced Sophie Devereaux, she introduced Cammy O'Connell, and she introduced Davina Clare. And those characters, have their own agenda, and I think because of that agenda, you see right away that instead of this being a show that is set in Mystic Falls and it basically revolves around the return of Damon Salvatore and the love affair between Stefan and Elena, and will Elena choose Stefan or Damon, this is really a story about a city and who is going to be in control of that city: witches, vampires, werewolves, humans, or the original family. And at the center of it all is, of course, this family.
First season was very much set in this kind of mafia tone, mob territories, who's going to control what. And this season we set out to make it much more like a fable. You have the return of the greatest witch of her time, You've got family curses and family secrets. And I just love the tone of it so much. And you still have all the great turf war stuff, but it's just steeped in this great kind of fable-esque vibe that I'm really enjoying.
And so now, whereas in the first season we were dealing with witches and we were dealing with vampires, in the second season we're dealing with villains who have a personal connection to our protagonists.
Which is scarier and creepier, to be honest, because it really hits home, right?
If you had to go to war with a stranger, that would be awful.
Right.
But if you had to go to war with your own father or mother, it's a nightmare. Because not only is it tough because you kind of still have love for them, but also the fact that they don't love you results in a kind of existential crisis. And they know you better than anyone. They know your weaknesses, they know your flaws, they can completely destroy you. If you've ever been in an argument with your mom, you know that she can win really easily, and it's the same way with Esther.
There are these family relationships that I feel like everybody really connects with, regardless of whether it's supernatural beings or whatever. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with the whole hybrid baby relationship. So I was talking to Joseph, and he said he really hopes that Haley and his character's relationship is more of like a brother-sister relationship. What are you sort of putting together right now?
The way I like to do most relationships, unless it begins saying, oh no, these two people have got to get together over the course of this season, which, in certain love stories, that's what you do. But what I like to do is start everybody from a place of either like, I loathe you and never want to see you, or a place of friendship. And I think that for Haley right now, truly what she needs is a friend. She needs somebody that understands her, that can help her. And Klaus, who's usually so isolated and who's had to turn away his other friend, Cammy, for her own safety, I think he kind of needs a friend too, I mean, not to be cheesy about it, but I think the two of them will find like a connection with each other because they're now kind of kindred spirits. They're the only two hybrids, in New Orleans, and she needs some help getting through her transition, and I think he can be there for her.
Any hope of seeing Rebecca or Baby Hope this season, or is that just dashed to the side? Should I just stop hoping for that?
You will absolutely not right away,
Okay.
because basically coming into season 2, we're going to have a kind of war zone situation where it would not be safe for a baby.
Right.
But at some point, our heroes are going to have to go to protect Baby Hope and to warn Rebecca, and you're going to be able to see where Rebecca has been and what's been going on with that baby, and you will get some insight into what's going on with them.
Your brain must be an interesting place, all of these things that come out of it. I can't wait to see what you have in store. Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Take care.
Julie. If you want to watch another awesome interview, click right here to check out our interview with Joseph Morgan from The Originals, and be sure to subscribe.